Mourie, Dominic Mourie. And I was 2 or I was 4 when he went into the Navy in 42. So, wow. I don't know much about while he was in the Navy, but I met him in 56. We met in Detroit. I was from North Carolina, he was from Ohio, and we met in Detroit. That some friends of mine knew him and introduced me to him. Well, he was on the USS Mourie and commissioned it with some others, and he never told any bad stories, really, and even in the reunions, the guys didn't really talk about any bad times or anything, that it was always the good times they had and what they got into. And, oh geez, it had to have been back in the 90s, met the cook that was on the ship. And he said his pies all disappeared when he put them out to cool, and the guys would steal his pies, and well, steal anything they put out to cool before it'd be time and they'd take them down to the engine room and hide them and then eat them. But like I said, most of the stories were all good stories, and all the time he served on that, they lost one guy. And I'm not sure what happened to him, but he always said, you know, they only lost one while he was on the ship. He was in the engine room, and really I don't know that much about him. Now, we were on a destroyer, and he showed me where his bunk was. And there was only, I think, 6 or so at that time that was down, and I'm not sure if it was in the engine room or close to it. And my husband was a very clean person, and I understand why with the close quarters they had. And he said they threw a few overboard. If they started to smell or anything, they got dunked. So, like I said, he never told any bad stories. I know that there were, you know, scrimmages and stuff they were in, but like I said, they just didn't talk about that part.